Hi, you guys. Welcome to Christmas Day again from me today for about the third time. I was just trying to get my lunch in. It's 2:45 Eastern time, but for some reason, this is the job that is the easiest thing for me to do that I make no money at. I need to do this today, and here's why. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my day today. So, I was a little skeptical about taking a client on Christmas because I usually get screwed if I take a client on holidays. Now, it is sometimes of no fault whatsoever of the client. I really like this client and I like the client's family. I think everybody's bit by the cult, so I'm not going to judge by the pattern targeting, if you will. But I really wanted to see this client today. However, I was a little skeptical about taking the job, and now I know exactly how I need to handle this in the future. So, today, um, this is sorry, I had to look at my notes for a second. This is what happened. So I went out to a job that I was supposed to have 4 hours for, and I get time and a half, which on my $13 salary at age, 48, because, the humiliation lies in you live in a Nazi concentration camp. You are in a prison of sorts. You are being kicked like Jesus. This is kind of the norm. And I laugh, but it's very painful. Trust me. So I went for the job and I I asked about it yesterday on the phone, and there's a guy, this new guy at work. We've got all these new people. Can't ever establish rapport with anybody because there's new people everywhere. And this guy has been known to lie about job opportunities and things on the phone. And I'd asked them if the family still wanted services today because of the holiday, and they pay more money, so the company doesn't really reach out. The client has to reach out if they want to change services, which is fine. It's fine. It's the protocol. But what happens is the client will usually have their family come in during the shift, during the time frame in which we're working. So it was supposed to be a 4-hour shift at time and a half pay, which of course was cut in half. Now, my commute each way is 45 minutes. So that is an hour and a half drive for just 2 hours. So I'm not getting ahead at all. And then people wonder why you don't want to work and you don't want to work for them. I'm just putting it out there the way it is. I'm not saying that I'm hating on these people. I'm saying that it um, it is a situational asset stripping abuse that is happening by way of whichever party is responsible. And I'm not, I'm just saying this is what it's like to be gang stalked and to have organized crime work. It's better to work for yourself because then you have the means to keep yourself afloat. Take a listen. I want to know how gang stalking is against boundaries. I set a boundary that I wouldn't drive 45 minutes to a job at a $13 pay rate for a 3-hour shift. And although I knew I was going out today on Christmas to a client that is somebody that I was happy to see that I hadn't seen in a while, the client, the family, and although they're nice, they forget to cancel the shift. Did you just hear the perp driving by? So I have my flashers on because I was pulled over for a second so that I could contain my thoughts so I wasn't driving on the road. And there was a perp who had driven by at the time. You could hear them in the background. It was funny, on my way to the job, not a single soul. On my way home, lots of people looking for the reaction. Well, the company knows this, okay? So what happens is if the family arrives and they don't have a use for my services. They cancel the shift and said, well, you can go home early. So you get holiday pay, right? So you're one-upping yourself, right? Because you get to have a little bonus, a little extra. But then your hours are cut in half for the day. Not only did you break your own boundaries, which is I won't drive 45 minutes for a 2-hour job at a $13 rate because that's all of my gasoline eaten alive. And you heard the honker that just drove by me because I pulled off the side of the road to make this video. But you can see clearly how this is turned into a targeting campaign and how the victim is not allowed to be able to use their own boundaries, their limits, and that's all sabotage. You can see that. It's clear. You want to know how... Okay, here's the next one. So now, being that it's come to this, it's all about negotiating terms. It's all about getting down to the nitty-gritty and negotiating terms now. Now I'm asked to come out the next day for services, but today was really it's not worth an hour and a half drive to work for 2 hours at a $13 rate, right? I mean, think about it. Would you do that? If you didn't have a choice, maybe. But if this isn't something that should be happening to people, then it makes sense, right? You gotta think about it. Now, the reason why I took the job today was because it was the only thing available and I needed to get extra hours. I think my total hours for the week are about around 20. I don't think they made it to quite 25. If you've been paying attention to my channel for the week, my channel for the year, my weekly hours are somewhere around 20. Now, depending on how you look at it with the holiday season, I did work yesterday on the 24th, by the way. You can see my point. I need to do that. And then I've tried to take some days off because I really wanted to have days off with my children. But this has turned into a whole theme of stuff where now even the hours for tomorrow are all kind of everything that I had planned for tomorrow is all kind of changing too. Based off of other things. So I will not ever get my cake and eat it too, it looks like, in this world because of how people try to orchestrate madness. We live in that world now where people are just screwing other people over. People aren't helping other people reach the top. It's all about taking advantage of, screwing people over, and just getting by. That's the new America norm. That's the new signature. The new mascot. It's the completely new reality. We're going to screw you over. You're not going to know how we're going to do it ahead of time. You might have the intuition that it's coming in those package wrapped ways, if you will. It's coming. Yeah, these people are pretty bad. Here's the next one. This is all a monstrous game to keep grasping at your emotions. That's all it is. It's just a setup. It's funny. I even called my work last night and I spoke with Michael, the new guy, who's foreign, by the way. And you can just tell there's something very sinister about this guy. We've got a lot of new people. There's never rapport established at any of the establishments and where I work and do business. Whatever. And when I asked him last night if this client was actually going to take, if they wanted services on a holiday. I said, well, we haven't heard from the family. Well, this is usually the way this works, but we are screwed over every time. I mean, it hurts whenever you have mouths to feed, you have bills to pay. Now, let me tell you the other side of this, which is court related. We're going to get into that next. Okay, so, and I think I have one more. Think about the humiliation Jesus felt when he not only was carrying a cross that was way too heavy for him to burden, but he had a crown of thorns in his head, and he was being kicked and knocked down and laughed at and ridiculed. You think about those things, and you think about the Nazis in the concentration camp. How they must have felt very similar. They must have felt very much the same way. Give this some thought for a minute. Think about that would feel like to be everything being done against your will, with your hands tied and you can't do anything about it. This is what organized crime is. Yeah, the humiliation was the most important thing. The job that I signed up for Christmas Day was the only option. It was the only option that I could take. Yeah, so it's very easy to set somebody up if you only have limited options, and the humiliation that one could feel from this type of stuff being done against you, and you not being able to do what you need to do is just unreal. So this new guy at the job is lying about available hours and work, and that's how I first knew that he wasn't to be trusted. This is complete deception, gaslight, if you will. Now, on the other note, this is also coming at me. I came home from work today and there's the smell in the house again, the sewer like smell, which I haven't been smelling it the last couple of days. So whatever they're doing, it seems to be through the air system or through the public sewer or something along that line. It's very hard to tell at this point what's going on, but they're definitely orchestrating some other type of madness. This is usually how they work. I always said about asthma medicine and how asthma medicine works, or I'm sorry, how asthma worked for people who might have it very part-time, which is it usually happens in numbers, usually have more than one thing happen, which is you're in the cold, you're running outside in the cold, and you are run down with a cold. You might have 3 different components to cause your asthma to act up. Now, if you look at what's going on with me today, this is the Merry Christmas that I'm getting for the day. So there's some kind of gross smell in the house. I have people coming over later. There's just this disgusting smell in the house, which we don't even know what it is yet. It smells like it might be sewer or like a dead animal or something. And I did find a cat trying to get into something on the side of my house this morning at 6 a.m., but I wasn't sure who it was doing that, but it was a cat. Then you have the very reason why I wrote my brief and submitted that, and it is sitting in the hands of the intermediate court at this time, but I'm sure the intermediate court is probably very busy trying to support the Supreme Court with the whole Trump shenanigan madness that's happening at this current time. So that is sitting idle, and I appreciate that it's probably holding up. It's probably gonna, never mind, I don't appreciate it at all. It's probably going to come to blow me away in the new year, to give me the Happy New Year. So I believe, and don't quote me on this, but I believe per the paperwork, because my ex had gotten the children for Thanksgiving this year, Christmas this year, and because New Year's, falls on the same day of the week as Christmas. So he has the children all 3 days, all three holidays in a row, which isn't such a big deal if you can plan things for another day. It's not such a bad thing if you have hours to actually work and da da da. But you just heard about what happened with that. Now, so what happened was his Thanksgiving always falls on his day of the week, his Thursday, which we never really changed, but it never really became an issue, at least not on my part. Now, he went and rewrote his own terms, his own negotiations. And I believe that 2025 Christmas, which is this year, which is today, would be that I was supposed to get the kids. Now, let me just explain to you. On the 4th of July, we really changed changed themes very fast. The kids had to go from one house to the next house to the next house to the next house because it was like intermission in a movie that was going on for a long time. This is what's hard, is that change up that would make the kids have to go back and forth within a 24-hour time period. And I wasn't for that. So that's why I had written my appeal to keep things the way that they were. Oh, there might be a minor adjustment, obviously, this year that needs to be made for some reason or another. But he was not good at keeping his own rule, which he was the one who wanted to implement the July 4th, even though the courts hadn't really ruled, the higher court hadn't ruled on this new change yet for parental modification. Now, so what happens is he gets his cake and he eats it too, because it was his idea for me to have them on Christmas Day. But because some people are pigs and they want to just have breakfast, lunch, and dessert all at what time is it now? 3 p.m. So whatever time I get the kids today, I'm going to be grateful for. But this is how this stuff works. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, you guys. I mean, it's organized crime, and it's just the madness that we're living in. So I'm just getting tired of always being the person being screwed. You know how that feels. So I did have to stop at the bank on my way home today. It was one of those things that, had gotten pushed around, just because if you listen to my earlier videos for this week, the last couple of days, my paycheck, there was an issue with that. Whoever's doing the payroll, it's completely backwards. I work in 2 different states, and I haven't been checking. I put my company on the honor system, but because I get below the belt wages, and God only knows, I've had other issues where I've driven and not had my mileage recompensated. And also my company does a 50 cents a mile thing. And when I worked for myself and had my own business, which I still do, but I can't use that as a means of survival whatsoever anymore because of the smear campaigning. I made the federal, the rate, 60 some cents a mile, I think it is now. But my company, of course, has to screw us over. And I'm not going to call it my company because I'm looking for something else. I do not want to work for a company that will not give seniority or any kind of, jobs and whatnot. And then they're hiring new people and they're paying them $15 an hour. An hourly rate. And then they're lying about everything else in between, withholding information. So it looks like I might have a new appeal coming up, and this could be work related, but yeah, it's just screw the person till they kill themselves. This is the name of the game. And if you don't believe me, that is exactly what happens in organized crime. They get everybody on board. And I see exactly how it works. I see exactly how the person is smeared to the smithereens to have them question their own sanity and be emotionally and psychologically irregulated. That's exactly what's happened. There was something else that I wanted to touch on, but Oh, the sirens at the bank. I went off there a little bit on tangent. Yeah, so the sirens, so the fire department decided to rub salt in the wounds when I almost made it home today because, like I said, going 45 minutes, going an hour and a half round trip to a job site on Christmas Day for 2 hours of pay when you're supposed to have four with time and a half. Four is the maximum sometimes that I can get. So laugh all you want. They had to rub salt in the wounds, so there was plenty of that, plenty of police and sirens, plenty of. This was the fire trucks, though. This was fire trucks in Inwood, West Virginia today, who have to. I mean, you must have a some kind of job, some kind of time on your hands to do that stuff to people. But they don't know my secret, and we're not going to teach them. So I'm not going to tell you what I do to get around that. I'm sure there'll be another show later, you guys. I'm sure there'll be something else that happens today. This is the way this stuff goes. And I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some stuff that I think is happening in the house, like exaggerated things that are exaggerated. Let me maybe I'm going to put my camera on. Okay, I'm going to do my camera. Okay. Oh, the light. I didn't think about the light. I usually make shows at night. Oh, the light. Ooh. Okay. Let me do this. Where do I do this? Okay. Let me do it here. Okay. The exaggerated. Okay. Here's the exaggerated crime that's happening in my basement. Okay. When I cut exaggerated, this is what I thought of earlier today, because it could occur based off of actual use. We use my basement as a sort of rec room, if you will. Now, this is exaggerated blows to the wall. So I have a little round trampoline down there, and I have mats. Mats do not do destruction to the walls, and I have a volleyball net that you can put up in the backyard, but it wouldn't do this kind of work. Now, so let me show you this. Okay, so see this? Look at all these these. So there's a. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's screensaver. So there's all these. These are pretty bad in person. Here's the next one. So this is a volleyball net, but it's as if somebody took it and just brushed it across the wall angrily. See all the lines? It wouldn't, most likely, my kids are all a little bit older now. Most likely this wouldn't be occurring from some kind of abuse from them. Now, beside that, over to the right of those marks are these marks, which are interesting. They have a little bit of these look like music notes. Okay. And then here is a little bit more to the right of that. This is on the opposite wall, but it's all kind of in a row. It almost looks like a drawing. This looks like grass when I draw grass, like artwork, like just little lines. And this has some sort of music notes or something to it. It's interesting. See that? And I also find, here's the next one. This one's good. This is kind of how I draw grass, but it's not me. Yeah. So this is all kind of moving left to right on the wall. Here's a little bit more. I mean, you can kind of see, it's really hard to say unless somebody's really banging the walls hard what's going on. I've got a ring in the washing machine today. I've got a smell downstairs to deal with, and I'd like to go for a walk on Christmas Day, and I still haven't seen my children yet, and I would really love to see them. Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining in the chat. Yes. So, what do we do, right? Oh, I did find this in my toilet. Let me share this one. I had to do a double take. I was cleaning the house this morning before I left for that 2-hour job for work. And I don't even call my jobs. Like, I don't call my clients work because I love to see them. And I love what I do. And I'm told every day that working with people that I work with is what I'm meant to be doing, but it does not pay. It doesn't pay for dental care. It doesn't even pay for good health care. I get better health care from the Unicare chip program. Anyway, here's my toilet. Now, let me tell you, I have never seen, I'm going to bring it in a little bit. I have never seen a hole on the backside of my toilet before. And maybe it's just me losing my mind. But see this little tinged brown hole on the backside. I swear somebody just put that in, like just cut it out of my toilet because I don't remember seeing that before. So I'm going to go upstairs and look at my other toilets to see if they actually really have that. And I am, you've got to understand, there was a guy, and I probably still have the video. Okay. I might just share. So what happens with organized crime is there was a guy the other day who tried to run me off the road, and you can find that it December 20th, 2025, 5:41 p.m. Almost run over during a walk on Pickett Avenue, 609. I think that was the start of the plate. It was a red truck, December 20th, 2025. Oh, 5:15 p.m. Okay, is what this is documented as. Now I have some pictures, but I can't make out the plate. Today, on the road in near Stevens City, where I've had another incident with a different red truck before in the past trying to hit me from behind. I'm going to just try to breathe. I'm looking at the chat, but I need to just stay focused. I'm going to go back to the chat. I promise you guys. Let me just try to take a breath here. So the other truck that I saw, I think I deleted it because he wasn't actually what I thought. Let me see if this is actually. So there was another red truck in front of me on the way home, and I thought that, well, he had come up behind me, and I thought he was going to do something just like the other guy who had done that before. So I got over into the fast lane, but I realized that the plate was very different. I think it was 109 it was a snake plate, but it was 109. So I'm not sure if that was done on purpose to confuse me. I do have a little dyslexia, so I can mix those things up. But I don't think it was the same person, so I probably already deleted it. Anyways, but I just wanted to let you know that this can happen, even though targeted individuals are very much on to what's going on. I mean, it happens in numbers that can't be denied. So, okay, so let's go to the chat. I can't say I've ever seen another hole in any toilet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go upstairs and just look at my other toilet, but I was cleaning today, and I was like, I think that's brand new. Like, I think I literally somebody came into my house and drilled a freaking hole in my toilet. Um, and this is what they're doing now, you guys. They are keeping things on the level where I need tissue. Hold on. Um, I gotta blow my nose. They're keeping things on a level where I have to notice all the details. They took one of my products out of the bathroom, and they I think they squirt them out. Like it's like a microdermabrasion product, you guys. This is like a at home microdermabrasion. They can be expensive to do to clean your skin, like to kind of get rid of all the dead cells on the top of your face. So they take that and they squeeze it out, or they replace it with something this is almost gone. So they probably just squeezed it out. It looks like the same original bottle, but God only knows. Yeah. I don't put anything past these people. Nope. No, you don't. Don't put anything past them. They are ridiculously horrible. And the problem is you can't tell now who is on the good side and who's on the bad side. It's really hard. So, I'm gonna go for a walk while it's beautiful out. It's like 60 degrees here today. I was gonna go for a hike and just the heck with this Christmas stuff, but uh, I've got to play my part. I've got to play my role as Santa tonight at least. Uh, so I think I'm gonna stop talking now. I have had an incredible last couple of days, but I had thought to myself today, thank you for um, to thank God for having the angels watch over us and for having them come down and do their job because we really need their help. We need all the help we can get right now. Uh, yes, I will enjoy my walk. Thank you. As long as I don't get run over this time. I was thinking about going out into the woods to the sticks and hiking, but uh, we'll see. Stay strong. You look strong. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining in on the chat and hit the thumbs up if you like it. And Merry Christmas to you. Share if you like my channel. And obviously you're coming back because you want to see more, right? You want to see more Gangstalking, right? You want to see these people like me take it out, right? So we have to be warriors. I like my channel name. I'm going to have to rename it. Share this if you like it. When two or more are gathered, God is there with them. Oh, that's a great saying. I love that. I'm going to have to remember that. I just love these little. Oh, I'm going to share something that was really cool, even though it made me kind of teary-eyed on the way home. This song, you guys, was so cute. Francesca Battistelli Messiah was so cool. It was so cool. So check that out today. It's a pretty cool tune. Okay, and kudos to her for making such a great song. I have more people in live chat. That hole is the siphon jet. It's normal. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you. But so it it doesn't resolve my issue. I have a I'm so tired. I have a problem in my house. There is a smell. It's like a rotten sewer smell. And I had some broccoli cauliflower mix. I make a fall casserole with carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli. And the problem is my kids don't like cauliflower, but it makes the casserole wonderful. And without it, you would have to use Brussels sprouts or something, and they would hate that even more. So I use a little bit of yogurt and some Japanese panko breadcrumbs. But you got to be careful because it gets too salty. And you just mix any kind of fall vegetables. But the fall vegetables have spoiled in the fridge. And sometimes I wonder if they just replace them with their cucky vegetables and put them in my refrigerator, or if I just really let them go that long. Anyway, I was thinking, I don't know where that brain went. Those vegetables were the culprit. And my son was like, Mom, they came out of the refrigerator, so the refrigerator must have given off the gas of sending that smell. But I had thrown those vegetables away, unless the cat got into them at 6 a.m. this morning. Oh, I hope not. No, she was in the side of the house. I don't know if she was just trying to get warm or what. But she wasn't near the trash. So who knows what that is, but that whatever that thingy is on the top of the roof that has something to do with the sewer or something, or the water. Brain's fried. I'm going to research it if I want to know what that is. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell where the smells come from. Well, it's at the front door. I'm in a townhouse, but it's at the front door on the basement level when you enter, and it's not all the time. And I have cleaned around that area, but it doesn't seem to be coming from any source. Vent pipe. Maybe. Yeah, there's a front vent pipe out in the front. We have a lot of birds that hang around the house. I mean, we have a lot of birds. So it's possible that something, I thought maybe it was from the dryer, but that's on the back side of the house. So I don't know. But it's there when I walk in, so I don't know if they are orchestrating something through my my heating system. Do you have a bathroom tub drain in the area or drain in general? I got to stand up because I'm getting old and I can't kneel down that long. Um, oh, we'll stop behind this one for a minute. You can catch a glimpse. Okay, my little framed piece there. Do you have a bathroom tub drain in the area or drain in general that would come down where the smell is? Uh, hmm. I don't know. The problem is when I was running my kitchen sink this morning on my main level, this is a 3-level town, uh, I could hear stuff in the walls here beside me. So it would be, let's see. Oh, I'm going to show you my Grinch. My mom made that for me one year for Christmas when she still sewed. Isn't it cute? So I like to hang him up. This wall over here is the one where I can hear water running in the walls when I was running the kitchen. The kitchen is right here in front of me. The kitchen sink this morning, but I'm not sure exactly where that is coming from. It's hard to say, but there's some kind of thing on the top of the roof that they had to do before. Maybe I'll just go up and show you. So there's something upstairs. Wait, oh gosh, don't look at my house. Don't judge. Well, I have lots of marks on my walls. Wait, wait. You could look at the carpet if you really wanted to see what kind of incredible these people have done. See my carpeting? I don't know if you can see this, but they've ripped this all out. I've tried to staple it back together, but they break the staple guns too. So that's a problem. I'll show you my little Christmas tree. I have a bunch of little fake presents wrapped there. Let's see, where is this thing? Okay. I don't know how to show you the upper. So I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, so right here, there is something that happened before, and I forget what this thing is called, but there's something up on the roof. But you can see where it was wet before. And then actually, this, I don't know if you can see that stain. That's like a brown stain coming across my bathroom. My master bathroom is beside me right here. But there is a this brown stain is actually right above my bed. So if there is a problem with something that's going to leak, it's going to dribble down from my master bathroom into my it's going to dribble down into my bed. I'm sleeping there. I've got to check the chats. Let's see. The odor can come from drains. Do you have a bathroom drain in the area or general? Put some water in a cup and smell it. Hot water. I never drink my water. Hot water heater could be corroding, releasing sulfur-like smell. Water heater. I've had issues with that before in that expansion tank. I cover my bathroom tub drain because the sulfur odor can come from the drain. Well, I have a water softener, you guys. I have one of those water softening systems, and my the guy that I rent from did not want to, for all renters in general, they don't want to put that in because they know that you might not take care of it. And my boys are really good about putting the salt in. So I would assume that would get rid of any kind of sulfur smell, right? Like the cleaning the, I cover my bathroom tub drain because sulfur odor can come from the drains. True, water leak must have been a roof leak. Well, and I had read that it could be coming through the water system itself, or it could be some kind of problem in, um, sorry, I'm trying to take in the comments at the same time and my own thoughts, and it's a little bit much. Must have been. It's hard to say where it's coming from. If there's some kind of clog or something, or in a Gangstalking world, inducing black mold growth in a house is common. Yeah, but I don't know if it's black mold. I suspected that before because of the stuff that happened with the water softener machine. I ended up having, what are they called? Mud daubers, like bees inside the exit drains. Yeah, so that was a mess. So it kind of clogged up the system. And then, the plumber came out and got it what supposedly working again, but it really wasn't. And it was causing a leak onto the basement floor. So it has been a little bit wild. But yeah, there is some sort of smell through my house that smells like, I can't tell whether it's sewer or just rancid food. Or it could be like dead bird, but we've only found one of those in the attic, but we have a bunch of birds living around the property, so it's possible that one of them got cozy somewhere and it didn't work out. But of course, with the gang stalkers, you never know. They've induced bees, a whole beehive out in my front yard before, in an area that I wouldn't even imagine bees would even want to swarm, which was on the ground under a bush where people walk straight past. Yeah. Basement floor drain. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do have a basement floor drain. What would I want to do with that? Would I suspect that one of those, what's those, pineapple cookie is what you're supposed to say? What are those little creatures that hike in the woods? Are those called the little skin crawler creatures where you're supposed to yell pineapple? This is what my kids say when we go hiking, is pineapple cookie. So I'm gonna have to remember that so then I'll know to look for the basement floor drain. Check that to see if the smell is coming from there. All right, and then make a warm cup of water and smell it. All right, I'm gonna try that. This is a fun Christmas already. I am so tired. I'm probably just going to sleep tomorrow. So tired. Uh, so, um, but I do appreciate the help. It is wonderful to have some help. And I hate to have to call people today to come in, but I just don't want to take a chance that something bursts. And this has been one of the tactics that they've used from day one. This was something that had even happened in my house before. That Yeah, I mean, it actually exploded through the roof, and there was water everywhere coming down into the basement, up into the light fixtures. I mean, the light fixtures had like a pool of water in them. Oh yeah, yeah. See the smell? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go do these things. I'm going to go get a warm cup of water and get ready to drink it, but I'll smell it. And I'm going to go check that, the floor drain. Uh, okay. Well, the sulfur odor can come directly from the water, but also can come from the air through the drains. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I've been told that to take out one targeted individual, they'll pollute the entire water source. So this might be a warning. Yeah, leaks are always fun. Yeah. Yeah, I don't look forward to whatever is going on. Um, hmm. It's hard to say. I mean, I've heard that they can just pollute your airways. So they might be doing something with the vent, just to, freak me out. But because oh, by the way, this comes and goes. So I don't know if that helps in troubleshooting this. It washes and wanes. I wouldn't blame them yet. Stuff happens. Yeah, right. Don't blame the gang stalkers for everything. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, that's the skinny on it, right? Is that the gang stalkers aren't always responsible, but then sometimes they are. yeah, it could just be a naturally occurring thing, but I probably need to get on this. And that's great. I have the next 5 days off. So guess what I'll be doing? Which I probably won't. I'll probably find something to do because I need to work and make money. So that's probably what I'm going to have to do. Um, yeah. All right. Well, you guys in the chat, you guys are wonderful. I've been blessed to have so much help. I've lit like 3 candles since I came home from work today. I was just trying to make it smell a little nicer, because my children are coming over and they'll notice it right away and they'll let me know that they're like, "Mom, what in the world is that smell?" So, but the siphon hole in the toilet bowl is normal and wasn't drilled. Look that up. Give me a minute. What? Yeah. My boys have my boys in their bathroom, they have extra hole. Hold on. I'm gonna check mine. I don't think mine. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, sorry, I had to put my finger in my toilet because I had flushed my toilet when I left. I don't know. I had to move something just to see. Mine doesn't have it, but my kid's bathroom does. So the things we have to do as TIs, right? But yeah, I hope everybody's having a Merry Christmas. And I hope that it's not emotionally bashing like mine is today. But it is beautiful outside, and it's 3:30, and I need to get outside for a walk because I really need to take care of my anxiety a little bit. The siphon hole toilet bowl is normal, and that wasn't drilled. Okay, I'm going to look that up. No, thank you guys in the panel. That's wonderful. I feel so blessed and I feel so grateful to have all of you in the chat today, and especially with the help. They are not present in all toilet. But yeah, I was just thinking that they're probably not in all toilet bowls. I guess it depends on how old they are, right? So I need to go wash my finger. I stuck it in my toilet. I had to fish the swimming toilet paper. So, I mean, what do we do, And yeah, I'm going to stop yapping and go for a walk. All right. Thank you guys. You've been so helpful. I'm going to go test my water and look for the drain. I'm targeted as well. I live in Tucson, Arizona. It went over in 2020. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. I know it's quite the ordeal, right? I feel like I feel like just about everybody is getting gang stalked these days. The more I study this, the more I see it everywhere I go. Okay, enjoy your walk. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye everyone. A Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for your help. You don't know how much it means to me that you've been so helpful in helping me troubleshoot, figure out the solution to this problem. Wish you all Merry Christmas. And just enjoy your evening and just do something relaxing and find that song that I had showed earlier, that Messiah song. It's really good. It's just beautiful. Yes, Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you all for joining. Hit the thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe, share. I have a GoFundMe page if you want to help me live a little longer. Yes, Merry Christmas to you too. All right, you guys. Peace and much love from another fellow TI. So thank you so much for all your help. Good night.